Diapers are coming along. Wipes are coming along. Milk. Hey everyone, it's Alvin here. Just wanted to share with you a topic that comes up once in a while from clients is how can I financially start preparing for our newborn baby that's coming along? And two, how can I financially start helping this newborn baby prepare for their future? So two entirely different things. So if you're a single mother, single parent, or a couple, obviously there are different strategies, but there's a couple of things you need to start thinking about. One is saving money for that child, because I've got two boys, two teenage boys, and Alexander and Nicholas, but I like to call one my Tesla and the other one's my Ferrari, because if I didn't have them, I would have a Tesla and I would have a Ferrari, because they're that expensive. So yes, but kidding aside, kids are expensive, and how do you prepare? Like most parents, we adjust. So just know that you will eventually find a way to make things happen. But the key thing to start doing as parents is start setting up an emergency fund. An emergency fund equals 3 to 6 months of your income. So if your household income is $5,000, you should start having in a separate emergency funds at least $15,000 to $30,000. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but that would help you as parents to start being prepared for the future, because emergencies do happen. And these are expensive, especially if this is your first child, you don't know what's coming along. Diapers are coming along. Wipes are coming along. Milk. All of those expenses that come out of unexpectedly, you're just going to be caught off guard, and it's good to have an emergency fund set up. And if you're planning on having the children in the near future, get your emergency set up. Life insurance. You never know. Unexpectedly, someone can pass away, and you don't want to leave your wife or your husband with a child, and that income is gone. So get life insurance, talk to a life agent, and generally you want to get 5 times your income, your annual salary, to get life insurance. Make sure your health insurance is up to date, and as soon as the child is born, add them into your policy so that they're covered immediately. But really the key thing is just start saving little by little and start talking to other parents. Here's really key. Don't try to solve everything on your own. Talk to other parents on where you can save money. For instance, diapers are expensive. And what we discovered, my wife and I, from others as well, is that you can go to certain stores. We ended up buying bulk at Costco for diapers. And because you'll be shocked at how many diapers your kid's going to go through in one day. So you definitely can't be buying these little packages. You got to plan for the week or so. Also, shopping and planning for the week for food is really a key thing. So there's a lot of things as parents you can do, but there is always strategically planning in advance. Don't go rush into the fast food places. Try to start cooking at home, because as you're building a healthy lifestyle for your children, do the same for yourself, because as parents we forget about ourselves and we let our health get out of whack, and we start eating bad and so forth. Just as much as you're focused on your child's health, be focused on your health as well. Eat clean, eat good, cook a lot, save some money, and be careful with all these tempting things to buy. When it comes to being a parent, we want to give everything to our kids. So think about two key words, and this is good for new parents, but it's good for your life and for investing as well. Do I need it, or do I want it? Very important. Do I need this new toy for my child, or do I want it? Do I need this really fancy crib that costs $2,000, or would this $200 crib do fine and take care of my child? Because when they turn 6 months old, they're going to grow out of it, right? So be strategic in what you're paying for and investing, because at the end of the day, your kid is going to grow so fast, and time is going to fly. And if you're strategic in how you spend your money, you may have that Tesla after all. Hopefully that helps. Another tip from Alvin here. Take care and bye-bye. So the other question is, how do I prepare for my child's future? And what are the options out there? So if you have the ability to save money for your children, these are what most parents will do. They're going to either set up what is called a 529 college savings plan, and you can start off as low as $50 a month or $100 a month, and you can go online and set up or talk to your advisor like myself to set up a 529 plan. That's one of the main ways that parents look at how to start saving money for their future. If you do not use it for higher education, you could get penalized. So many parents don't know about that, so it's got to be used for higher education. Now, if your child decides not to go to college, you're like, oh my gosh, what happens? You've got to, there's strategies on how to prevent you getting penalized on it, and you can give it to another relative or another child, or use it for yourself for higher education. Let's say you choose to go back to school. So there's strategies around on how to get that, but just know that that could possibly happen if your child doesn't go. And there's some limitations on how much you can contribute on an annual basis. Other strategies include setting up like a whole life or an index universal life policy that builds cash value. That's a little more niche, and some life insurance agents may offer that. That may not make a lot of sense for some people, but it could be a strategy that may work for you if you have extra money at the end of the day and you want to look at setting up a retirement account, supplemental retirement account for your child. So it's something that that child is going to have for the rest of their life. So if it doesn't make any sense to create a policy for the rest of their life, then don't get it. But if that's something you want to create and you want to leave for your children, when they turn 50, you can turn around and say, hey, I've got this cash value policy that I've set up for you, and you never knew about it, but it's got $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. It could be a tax-free down payment for them when they get married or about to buy their own home, or they can use it for their retirement. So that's a strategy as well. So now the other thing is also saving, buying a home, building equity. So there are a lot of things you can start doing to help prepare that child for their future. But really, at the end of the day, it's providing some skills for your kids. Again, money is important, but the ability to create money and keep money and save money, if you can teach your kids a little bit of that, you're going to help them greater in the long run, because one, they're going to be able to have the skills to help pay for college and help buy their home and so forth. Because the last thing you want to do is shelter your children and not educate them financially early on, because when they start going into life, they're going to be making a lot of bad financial decisions, and no matter what you did, if you don't train them financially, it's going to get ruined later on in their lives. So that's a helpful tip that I can give, and hopefully that helps you as well. Take care, and bye-bye.